Oh, YouTube kicked me out. Why does YouTube do that? Just as you get to go, YouTube kicks you out. Oh, well, there you have it. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I just hate YouTube. Now YouTube should be working. Should be. Well, yeah, hopefully people are back in the chat now. So sorry about that. Technical error from YouTube side, mainly because nobody's working at Google anymore. Everybody's working from home and it's screwing everything up. But what to do? Anyway, let's play some replays whilst we chat. So, lots of things have happened. Dame Null, hello. So lots of things have happened. We've had update 6.9. Wowzers. And we've got a load of Japanese tank destroyers. But so what does everybody think? Does everybody like them? No, not like them? Think they're good? Think they're pants? I don't know. I think... I must admit, I don't like the Cheeto SPG. A lot of people said that they do. I don't. I think it's very sluggish. But the others, I think they're fantastic. I don't think the SPG is bad. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's middle of the road. Middle of the road. That's what I think.
I like, I've only played 11 games in the new SPG.
Okay.
I've got a 60-something odd % win rate in it, so average damage just over 1,000, which isn't necessarily good. I've seen people do a lot more.
Yeah.
But I'm not a TD fan. Well, that's a bit of a lie, actually. I do like the Yag Tiger.
Oh, the Yag Tiger. Who doesn't like the Yag Tiger? Everybody likes the Yag Tiger.
And I like the Wotb and the Grill. So I do like TDs, but I don't play as many as I should. I've always been more of a med player when I started off, and now I'm trying to learn lights miserably, I must admit.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible at playing in meds. In lights, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the world's best lights player, mainly because I have such dreadful ping 9 times out of 10. But, I mean, the Japanese ones, I'll be honest, I thought the tier 7 is mediocre. I thought the tier 8's okay, and I thought the tier 9 was quite good.
I'm grinding it, unfortunately. Don't have the credits to skip.
Yeah. Well, and the tier 10 one is pretty nice, to be honest with you. I mean, it's got a great turn of speed, fantastic, absolutely fantastic penetration. Okay, so the damage that it churns out may not be massive, but wow, I mean, you're getting some good stuff on that tier 10 Japanese TD. To be fair, and I like that. As I said, I just find the Cheeto sluggish and bland. They're all pretty big as well. They're all pretty tall. Tester, yeah. Hello. Bamley and Buddies, hello. Bammy, I'm sure it's meant to be Barney. Yes, it's my glasses, Barney. Sorry, mate. I mean, I just find it pretty sluggish. That's all. And I think they're all really, really tall. And look at Dwarf here going the bloody Dracula. Aside from that, I think they've all got potential. I don't think any of them are broken. None of them are broken at all. I don't think. Some people may disagree. I mean, I don't think they're broken. I think they're quite balanced for a change. To be honest.
I think compared to some of the other ones they brought out in the past.
Absolutely.
It's better.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think they're okay. So that's the Japanese TDs, which are okay. What about the HP buff on the tier 10 heavies? That's an interesting one. Who's that? Matthew, hello. Sarah, I've got plenty of your replays actually. I'm going to play one now. This is you in the 263 again, being OP. Hello Ross, how are you doing? So, the HP buff on the heavies. What does everybody think? I mean, I'm loving it. To be honest with you, I'm absolutely loving it for two reasons. For one, firstly, I get to roll out and not worry about being wasted within 4 shots. And secondly, I get to roll out in a different tank other than a heavy and think, yes, I can farm damage. Brilliant. What about you guys?
Yeah, my problem is actually with the overall balance because if you compare it with PC,
Mm.
the only tank that has a lower HP compared to PC is the Super Conqueror and the FV215B.
Okay.
The rest are higher or the same. And I
Oh,
bet
really?
yeah, the mouse, the WZ113
Mm-hmm.
has the same exact HP from the PC and Blitz, and
Okay.
that's what I don't get because on Blitz you have the gun dealt more lower alpha.
Okay.
For example,
Yeah.
the gun on the E100 on PC it deals 750, and on Blitz it's only 640. And then I just don't know why they nerfed the alpha. Meanwhile, they buffed the HP compared to PC
Mm-hmm.
because Blitz are supposed to be faster, more dynamic playstyle
Yeah.
compared to like
Supposed to be,
PC.
yes. Supposed to be, yes. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's why I don't get. The only tank that's not comparable on PC and Blitz is the Fugit 9001 and the Chieftain Mark 6 because the PC version doesn't actually have those two tanks.
yeah. I mean, well, the 215B, all it did was get back the HP that it had taken away from it to begin with, to
Yeah,
be honest with you. And, I mean, Sarah mentions there, and I did a video on just a quick HP buff, and there's another video coming out today. I mean, I talked about the mouse, and I know a lot of people have taken exception to what I said. Sorry, guys, I do think it's broken. When you're rolling out with over, I mean, if you stick the equipment, that extra armor equipment on, you can roll out with 3,180 hit points, and
exactly.
it's been I've rolled out in it since the buff, and I tell you what, it is a different tank. Not because I keep saying this, the armor profile hasn't changed, so you've still got to be able to play the thing. You've still got to angle it properly to bounce and all the other stuff. But it's a lot harder for them to whittle you down. And all I was saying, and I still say, I think 3,000 HP is just too much. If they would have given it, say, I don't know, 250, 300 HP, I think that would have been enough. But now, it's a beast. It's an absolute beast. I mean, I've been rolling out and I've been doing 4,000 damage battles in it. And bouncing like till the cows come home. Purely because everybody wants to farm you. And it's just so... I just think it's broken. I really do. And I'm not the best player out there. I'm a complete noob. I am really average. And the mouse is my all-time favourite tank. And I've played like... I don't play thousands and thousands of games, but I played like 360 odd games in it, and I've never aced it until the buff. And that to me says everything. I mean, I've done 5,000, 4,000, 5,000 damage battle games before, but since the buff, it's just so much easier to play. It really is. You really can be a bully because you know it's going to take them a long time to whittle down 3,000 hit points.
Yeah, I think Wargaming overdid some of the buffs. For example, for the mouse E100, I would, in my opinion, and also the two Russian heavies, the IS-4 and the IS-7.
Oh, the IS-4's a
It needs a
beast.
little bit less.
Yeah, the IS-4's a
Yeah.
beast. It really is a beast. And you know, I was tuning yesterday with Yoda from Meteor's Clan, GNA, and he was in an IS-7 and I was in the E100. We were just ripping up everything, literally, because you've got so many hit points out there. It's so difficult. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I go out in a different tank, I love the fact that there's a mouse or an E100 on the other side now, because it means there's a lot more damage you can farm. But I don't know. I'm in two minds about it. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's brilliant. I just think they've broken the mouse a little bit. I'm not saying it's overpowered. It's not OP. I'll make that perfectly clear. It's not OP. They have not changed the parameters of the tank, as in armor profile or the gun. It's just 500 additional hit points, which is a lot. It really is.
Yeah, I would put like around maybe 2.8k or 2.7k around there HP for the mouse.
Well, this is
If
what
it's up to me.
that's what I'm arguing. I'm saying, yeah, if they would have done 250, maybe 300 additional hit points, then yes, I would have understood that. But I think the problem they were having what is it now? The E100 what 2,700 hit points?
2,750 exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but if you're in a tier 9 tank now, it just ruins it because it's just so much harder to win a tier 9.
oh, absolutely. It is. It's difficult because there's a lot more hit points out there to get. It is very difficult now. And just on that though, just quickly digress. I went out today in an E100, no, in an E5 in a tier 10 game, and I had tier 8s in the battle. Interesting, eh? Because it was the 2 failed platoons. it was what the hell. But yeah, I think I'm like I said, I'm not saying the mouse is OP. It's not. You've still got to be able to play it. But just my thought, I think it's too many hit points. It is now a bigger beast than what it is. And I've had great fun in it. And I love the tank. It's my all-time favourite tank. And that is a fantastic game, by the way, Sarah, in the object. I mean, I'm just saying, I just think it's just too much. Everybody's driving them now.
Yeah, I'd say if they wanted to keep this buff, I think they need to completely work the other tanks.
Yeah.
Like the mediums, the light, and then the TD. And
Well, they've
certainly
got to look at the tier 9s. Because
tier 9 is... Yeah, but they're confirmed that they're going to buff the tier 9 and the tier 8 as well.
Yeah, well, that's okay. If you buff the tier 9 and tier 8, so like you get used to heavies having extra hit points. Because when you're playing tier 8 and tier 9 at the moment, when you go into tier 10 expecting the same kind of game, it's going to be totally different, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and I mean, if you just look at the E100 line, for example, you've now got the Tiger 2 that's been buffed at tier 8, which has, I can't remember how many hit points it gets now.
1,600.
1,600. Next tank up, here you've got the E75, which has 200 more hit points.
Yes.
I believe. It's got 1,800, 1,900, something like that. Now, you've got the E100 straight after that, which has got almost 1,000 hit points more. I mean,
That's ridiculous.
I mean, that's the disparity. There's 200 hit points between the Tiger 2 at tier 8 and the E75 at tier 9, and then 1,000 almost.
It's nuts.
It is a bit bad in that respect. Because if you're a tier 9, if you're grinding your way, and I'm not talking about the players now who've already got the tanks. If you're just grinding those lines, boy, that grind is going to be harder. It really is with all those hit points out there now. Especially if you're grinding an E75 and you end up like I did yesterday in a game where there are 2 mouses and an E100 on the other side. You're like, what the hell? Have I brought enough ammo?
Yeah. If you've got good players who use it right and actually play heavies to push and to take damage, but most of them sit at the back or snipe or hide.
Absolutely.
It's like,
Absolutely.
But Fugit, you forgot about the tank destroyers. The jump for tank destroyers HP from tier 8 to tier 9 is quite significant as well.
Yes, it is, to be fair. It is pretty significant. Taranex, your mic's gone a bit weird again. You tried to say something and we can only just hear you. No.
Maybe I can turn you up a little bit. Speak, can I, please?
Very low.
Okay, that's much better.
So what were you saying anyway, Taranex?
Like with the mouse, I don't think that particular tank needs the HP buff and all of that armor. But some of the other tanks, like some of the ISs, other ones, could have done, and they are benefiting as long as people utilise it. Heavies are meant to be front line.
I totally agree with that. No, I agree with that. And I'm not saying the HP buff has broken all the heavies. It hasn't. I'm saying that it's only broken the mouse to an extent because they gave too many hit points to it. I think
100 as well, I think.
Well, I think the E100 is is a better tank now than what it was. The E100 was always a bit. If you're a good player, then all good players are going to make all tanks shine. To be fair,
Yeah.
and the E100 is not really a noob tank, realistically. Whereas
You need to learn to angle.
you do. Whereas it's not an IS4. And the IS4 has benefited massively, along with the E100 with this. I mean, the IS4 has always been a tricky tank to pen, don't get me wrong. But now with those additional hit points, it's still a tricky tank to pen, but it can now do the job it was designed to do. And I think that's great. The VK72, the E100, the IS7, the IS8, and the IS4, fantastic. Not so much with the E5. I still hate that tank with a passion. I absolutely hate it. Because I think it does struggle with its pen. And, I think the E5 does struggle with its pen. And the 215B is a fantastic tank. And all they've done is given it back the HP that it lost, which is... it would have been nice if they would have given it a little bit more HP. If they're going to give the mouse 500, give the 215B back what it lost plus some.
Remember
Yeah.
to-
That's the other
Yeah.
thing that I don't know. Like why they give some of the tanks 500 and then some only 100.
Absolutely. And
They could have made it as like a trade-off where like you choose between either extra armor or extra HP. Do you know what I mean? So you can either have extra armor or like extra HP but less armor, just slightly less, and then it makes it a bit fairer, I suppose.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when you look at what they were saying, it is. I mean, if I go on to what the devs were saying with their recent downloads, bear with me. Where is it? So if I look at the tier 10 heavies, then the mouse was still running at just over 59% along with the IS4. So those two tanks were still doing pretty well. Whereas you then look at the 215B, that was next in line, and you go all the way down to the IS7, and the VK72 and the T57 Heavy are the worst performing tanks, funnily enough. The E100 is middle of the road. So, that's telling me that the mouse really didn't need all those hit points because it was the best tier 10 heavy anyway, oddly enough.
Yeah. It's just to compensate for the missile tanks, and that seems to be it. Like because they're probably moaning because they kept getting penned from anywhere.
Well, I agree with that argument. There is a little bit. I think there is a little bit of power creeping the missile tanks. A little bit, not much. Because what's the point of being in a massive heavy tank like, say, the E100 if a tier 9 light can waste you in like 3 shots?
And remember, when they release the missile tanks, you can basically go through upper plate of the mouse.
Absolutely.
Which is absurd and almost kill the point of playing the mouse.
But the thing is, don't forget, we're not talking about the Sheridan here. We're talking about the T92, a tier 9 light. A tier 9 light that has the ability in 5 shots to completely decimate a mouse. In 5 shots.
It's also got the ability to get wasted in 1 shot.
Yeah, but if you're good in the mouse, you can angle.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I don't disagree with that. I do not disagree with that. You are right.
I mean, I have the mouse.
Yeah.
When I see a missile tank, I'm not even scared.
I don't blame you. I'm not.
With the missile tanks, you've also got the opportunity to get wasted in like 1 shot by a waffle or a 183. It's like,
Yeah.
it's the gamble, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I've recently been trying to play my 50B because the penetration is awesome against other heavies.
Yeah.
And, like, it's so amazing.
Oh, the 50B is a great tank. It's fantastic. I love the 50B. It's like the T57 Heavy. I mean, in the right hands, that thing is mad. Absolutely mad.
That's had the buff as well, hasn't it? Because,
It has. It has. It has indeed.
AMX50B has like 2,550 hit points now.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
and
It's
even
mad.
Well, that's
even
that
even
was needed. That was
And it-
needed because it's a paper tank.
yeah.
but it has as well. It has 3,000 DPM. Like,
I
okay.
would say for the AMX50B, I think 2,300 should be enough.
Yeah, but I mean, it's very good now, at least in my opinion.
Wow, Sarah. I just quickly, Sarah, I will be putting those replays separately as well. They're just over the top at the moment because I was downloading them to have people to see. But I will be making videos where they will feature in their own right, by the way, because that's a good game in the Death Star. Nicely done indeed.
Oh yeah, Fugit, have you saw the replays from the tournaments yesterday?
The one
No,
you
not
walk
yet.
around?
Yeah, I sent it to the replay.
I'm just going to show you a replay of me destroying the one Mo from Raid. So just want to point that out.
Flex.
Both in E100s. So just want to anyway. So just you know, this is why I love the E100. I mean, I've been playing the E100 loads since the buff, and
Arcos is fun.
you know, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic tank
Yeah,
now.
you just feel more comfortable in your armor and your tanks.
Absolutely.
Fugit, I
Yes.
sent you some replays as well.
Okay, good.
It's one is from the AMX50B.
And the waffle tractor. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, let me just play this E100, then I'll stick those on. Yeah, this was the second game I had with. Yeah, I'm going to stream it now. As soon as this E100 game's gone. Yeah, Sarah. I mean, this was the second game I had with Mo, and well, let's just say revenge was nice. Anyway, bless. But yeah, I mean, I've played. The other thing is, I mean, all I've played over the last few days, as I said, is tier 10 heavies. To be honest with you, and boy, has my average damage shot up. It's just fantastic because now there's so many hit points out there. Your average damage on Blitz stars just goes woof through the roof. It's brilliant. I love it.
I had 6 or 7 or 8 games in the 50B, and my average was 4.4k. Like,
Absolutely. I mean, you can do that now. You can do that now. I mean, this is why this is why I don't mind the buff. To be fair, because it's.
Another reason I dislike this buff to heavies is now mediums in tier 9s are let's just say, not struggle too much, especially stock.
The good thing is that the heavies will last longer, so it gives the mediums more time to do what they need to do.
Yes.
It used to be the case where heavies used to die pretty quickly, but at least this gives them like another minute of life.
Yeah, it does. It does give them a little bit longer on the battlefield, bless them, which is what they do need.
Yeah, but it helps the mediums to do their job if the heavies survive longer as well. So that's a good thing about it. Like,
and I still think that the E5 needs a bit more buffing.
I do believe I need the E5 buffed. I mean, I don't like the tank. It's my nemesis tank at tier 10.
And the Leo one.
Yeah.
It has consumables, what do you mean?
I mean, the irony is, every time I roll out in the bloody thing, everybody pens me for toffee, even though I'm hauled down. When I face it, I can't pen it for toffee. No matter what tank I'm in, it bounces everything. It's like...
You know, when you have the E5, like, why should you play it when you have the FV? Like, why?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I play it because I want to get my my win 8 stats up on it, because it is my worst performing tier 10. I mean, I'm just bloody awful in it, really bad in it, not good in it at all, which is disappointing. But so the one Mo now destroys my entire team, by the way. So it was 3-on-1, and he's just going to destroy the entire team. Those of you who are watching the replay. Because never underestimate a guy from Raid in an E100. so yeah, I'm liking the tier 10s at the moment. Really liking them. Well, that brings me to the next point, which is, you know, there's been some as you said, they're going to nerf some other tanks in the next update, like the T92, which needs to be nerfed. The standard B as well is being nerfed, is it not?
Again?
Yeah.
Oh my
DPM.
god.
Which is a shame.
Well, let's be real. Most of tier 9s are better than their tier 10 counterparts. Only thing that I can really think of that is worse tier 9 is motion.
Yeah.
and not and maybe 75. Rest are quite okay.
Yeah.
And maybe
See, you say that the E5 is like a chieftain. I love the chieftain Mark 6. I think it's fantastic. Bear with me because I'm just getting some replays coming across. I mean, I think the E5 is fantastic. I think the chieftain is a fantastic tank, an absolutely amazing tank. Not so the E5. Maybe because I can't. The thing about the E5 is it's my nemesis. It's a good tank. I'm just shitting it. It's as simple as that. So Ruby
like
Warrior,
the-
your E5, your AMX 50 is going up now.
Oh, my 50B? Nice.
Yeah.
I'll say this much, the enemy team played it like bots.
Oh, I love the 50B. I mean, I think the 50B is a nice tank. But you've got to get used to that reload. That's all, and that's where a lot of people struggle. But no, I mean, Matthew, you're a good player. You see, I mean, this is where you've got to be honest with yourself, and I'm honest with myself. I am shit in the E5. I don't know how to play it properly. I never have. I try everything, and I'm just shit in it. And because I'm shit in it, I don't like it. And because I don't like it, I try hard in it. And because I try hard in it, I'm even more shit in it. Simple.
Yeah. I think the key to it is not angle the hull at all.
You
Yeah.
can maybe for maybe 10
Yeah.
degrees or
I
15
think
degrees,
because
but not more than that.
The tracks, if you get tracked, you'd get damaged as well. So that's why I don't angle
Yeah,
it
if
at
they
all.
shoot the rear part of the tracks, then yeah. But if they, for example, if you're shooting like the frontal part of the tracks, then you won't get
Even
damaged
I can damage
because
the front.
the hull actually it's like an egg shape, whereas the bottom is angled really well.
Mm.
Like the bottom part, like near the bottom of the hull,
See, the
it's
thing,
really angled.
the thing I don't like about the E5 personally is that every time I roll out in it, despite having calibrated shells and all the top crew, I just struggle to pen anything in it, and I just it frustrates the bejesus out of me. It just annoys me.
But actually, it has the same penetration as the E100 and IS.
I know, but I don't struggle in those. It's just that tank. It's my
The
nemesis.
gun's higher up on the E100, isn't it?
Yeah. So because
Well, on long range, I don't think it matters that much.
But
I think it's because the American guns are less accurate. I think that's why you found
Yeah,
yourself
but-
bouncing a lot more.
But the thing is, Matthew, it's always a case of though. You know, I do think that a lot of it is in our heads as well, and because I just don't like the tank, because I don't know how to play it properly, I just play it badly.
Well, convince yourself that you like it then.
I've tried, and I still don't like it. Whereas the E100 and the IS4, yeah, I do bounce, blah blah blah, but I seem to I enjoy playing them more because I just do, and I love playing the Mark 6, and it's a similar haul down type of tank to the E5. It's just one of those things. When you have a nemesis tank, you have a nemesis tank. Simple as that, really.
Yeah, I hate the IS-8. Like fucking hell, those piece of shit.
I can't wait to get.
You know what I love about the 50B? You just seem to get the most troll bounces ever on it. Like,
But the bottom plate's really strong on it, isn't it? That's really
Yeah.
strong
Yeah.
for most heavies.
you can get some troll bounces on the turret with the gun mantlet.
Yeah, if you especially hit the cupola also, for some reason it's mounted.
That's actually. I'm just looking at the YouTube chat. You're right, Max. I mean, it is a look at the 50B. To be fair, it's a funky looking tank. And yes, Mr. Big PP, I am hoping to get my iPad fixed soon. For those of you who don't know, I dropped it yesterday, so it's all cracked and it's not good.
Oh.
Ugh, it's
Are you
just so
going to buy
annoying.
a new one or are you going to fix it? Like,
I'm going to get it. Well, I'm going to get it fixed. I mean, it's the latest. Well, it's not because they've now brought out Gen 4. But basically, what happens is Apple will say, well, we won't replace the glass, but we'll replace the iPad entirely, but it for half
or
the
replace
cost.
screen.
Yeah, they don't replace the screens anymore. They'll replace it for half the cost. Ruby, that is a really good game, mate. 6,800 in the AMX50. These again, guys. These replays will be featured in videos as well. Not just because they're being played now doesn't mean so they won't be played again as a feature, because they will, because they're too good. So the waffle tractor's coming up next. Oh, failed to
They don't
play.
need to show the waffle.
Oh, it won't play
Oh,
anyway. It won't play anyway.
The waffle game was really stupid. I just sat back into a bush.
It won't play anyway, so it was obviously before the update.
After that, can you play the my games on New Bay?
Where's your games? Where have you put them?
I put them on the replays.
On the replays. Okay, let me just get them.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's a tournament battle.
Oh, that one. Yeah, the this game. Yeah. The in the WZ.
Yes.
Where is your one in the Yak Panther 2, Matthew?
No, it's nothing special, to be honest.
Well, this was
It's
me.
just like
As I said,
really nice.
this is me rolling out again in the E100 because that's all I've been playing. the E100, the E100, the IS7, and the E5, and the mouse. But I haven't played the mouse since I aced it because, well, set the bar a bit too high.
In the T22, just to test it out for a medium.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
just look at this shot on this back chat. Poor little bugger. I mean, he's sat there thinking he's safe, and then take 946. Bless him.
Wow.
I mean,
You put it up on Discord so we don't have lag. Or
oh, I don't know how to do that. I'll work that one out next time. But yeah, I mean, seriously, I've been saying to people, if you've got the mouse and you haven't played in it recently, get out in it, because it is a different beast with all the hit points. And it's the same with the likes of the E100, the IS4, the IS7. With these additional hit points, they are different tanks. If you know how to play them already, the chances of you getting those big damage games now are huge. They really are. They're really, really good. Anyway, where were we? What were we talking about? I can't remember now. Oh, yes. So, next one. So, with obviously coronavirus hitting everywhere, and everywhere sort of closed down to an extent, has anybody noticed a change in the MM?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
It's a bit bad.
A lot more pissed guy in the chat as well.
Yes.
There's a lot more salty players.
I've noticed a lot more salt, yes.
I was probably one of the pissed off ones.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot more salt, to be fair. Hi, Kush Kuma. How you doing?
oh yeah,
When you lose
Fugit'S.
10 games in a row, it doesn't matter who you are, it makes you angry.
But
Yeah,
I've
but-
managed to master a few more tanks though.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, it takes a lot for my win rate to move nowadays, but it's gone up quite a lot over the last few days.
I'm still suffering with stock tanks. Yay.
Well, I've only been playing the high tiers. Literally, I've only been playing tier 10. Apart from when I had to roll out in the Japanese TDs, then obviously I had to roll out in tier 7 and tier 8. But I've been playing tier 10 mainly, and I found tier 10 a bit better, matchmaking wise.
Yeah, it's just because you're never bottom tier. If you're playing like tier 7s, you can go like 8 or 9 games as lower tier, and it's just awful.
I've noticed that I've been that as a lot, low tiered a lot. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that
And-
annoys you.
And you're trying to cheat reload tier every game. That's not fun.
You're in the SD1C.
Oh yeah, I still need to go suffer through that.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
sent you another game on the SU-152.
okay, it's Matthew's up next. So I just wanted to show you that game because I enjoyed it. That was all. Oh,
Wow.
There you go. Here's Matthew going out in the 1-2-1 Celeste. So this is from a tournament. And
Yes, yes, sir.
okay.
Was it from?
Oh, Ruby, you're in there. You're in the IS2. You're in the IS2 SH, and you're against WLV. Nice.
Well, we.
Stygian's on the other side.
tournaments.
Nice. So yeah, excellent. Download that one as well. But no, Sarah, that's all I've been doing. All I'm playing is tier 10 at the moment, and I found it. Okay, you do get the odd game where you get, a team of Muppets, but 9 times out of 10, I'm finding that the MM is a bit more balanced at the moment.
I think Matthew needs to explain what we are doing in this one.
No, I've been in one of your tournaments and I know what you're doing. He's waiting for them to capture B, and then you're all going to rush and annihilate them, basically, once they get into B. He likes holding back on this little ridge, I've noticed. He does like this little ridge. Now you're just waiting for them to cap B.
Yeah, basically that.
Like the IS2SH also is really underrated.
But the thing is, the other team is not playing ball. Oh, there they go. They're finally capping B.
Then
IS2SH is kind of old premium, so yeah.
Well, and then they think we're an A, of course. So they think, oh, we can rush into B.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just a brawl now. It's like a mosh pit.
If that was a public game, there would have been 3 dead already.
Absolutely, and a lot of salt being thrown. What was it earlier? I was in an E100 game earlier, and I think I bounced about 2,000 or something. Took 4 kills, and everybody was saying I should be this guy on the other side was like, reported cheating. How is it cheating?
Hacker.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah, you get that a lot. It's just unbelievable. But yeah, I've seen going back to the MM, I've seen a lot more salt. I've seen a lot more clueless players who aren't willing to learn, which is annoying. But the thing one thing that annoyed me today, I rolled out in one game in the E100, and the fact of the matter is the other team had a much better, much better strategy than we did, and they beat us. And I did something like, I don't know, just over 3,000 damage. And all I was getting was abuse throughout the entire game from a guy in a Leo 1 who was a 62% player after sort of 30-odd thousand battles.
Superiority complex.
Yeah, and I just said to him, look, mate, it's not my fault you died. give it a rest.
If he starts whining and has higher win rate, just call him superiority complex.
Absolutely. I mean, you are going to get times where you're not going to do so well. I think this is the game actually. I'm playing that later, not now.
Who is listening on their mobile phone or has bad mic?
Where was the one I wanted to show? It was Port Bay. No, which one was it? Oh. Yamato Harbour. Was this the one? No, I can't remember. Anyway, so if you look at my games replays, it's just all tier 10. And why not? Is everybody gone?
Oh, we're all here.
I'm just waiting my mail in downstairs. Give me 5 minutes.
And then the other thing we've got is the new Tiger 2 camo. What does everybody think of that?
Which?
The new Tiger 2 camo, the one that's meant to be the legendary.
This looks so nice.
There's a lot of hacking crews on it. To be fair, it's all over the place. I don't think the Tiger 2 had that many German crosses everywhere.
Well, I was expecting more swastikas, and I didn't get it.
You're not going to get any of those. High tier snob. Yes.
We need more Wotb because of mouse.
Kush Kuma, of course we do. Send me a replay and I'll play it. You must have a replay. Send me a replay to my Discord and I'll play it. Seriously.
Another E100 gameplay.
Oh no! Kush Como 27 is saying that he's playing in tiers 4 and 5, and I'm saying great, send it across. You know, Kush, you should, if you've got Discord, jump in, tell us about your games in tier 4 and 5. What tanks are you preferring? Or tell us there, what tanks are you preferring in tiers 4 and 5?
Confess.
Because I'd like to know.
Confess to the Pope.
Oh, little fingers on live. So there you go.
Well,
I haven't seen Littlefinger for a while.
the Clutch Hill game carrier.
Nothing wrong with the game carrier. Love the game
So sad
carrier.
that I cannot. It's so sad that I couldn't get it anymore. The game carrier.
That's a collector now, though, isn't it? That's the thing. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
I'm lucky I got it.
so
I'm only happy I have the goose and the Panzer toaster.
the thing that just after this game, Valentine 2 is the collect. Yeah, it is the Valentine.
Also the collectible.
Yeah, it is a collectible.
That tank has preferential matchmaking.
Does it?
Yes,
The Tech 3 doesn't, I think.
but that variant, the Valentine 2 has it. Like the Panzer, like
Tread-
the B1 German.
Treadhead, I always finish middle to bottom of the pack. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I know the B2, Sarah, does have preferential MM. I knew that. I didn't know the Valentine did.
Valentine 2 also has it.
I never knew that. There you go. I knew the B2 did.
There you go, Fuji. I sent you one in your Ace Galore. Well,
Oh, okay.
one earlier, actually.
Nice. Nice. Oh, but I'm not setting the world on fire in this game. I just like this game.
The world will burn.
It's like I was in one game in the U100 and we were all, I was side scraping and a guy in a mouse was side scraping, and the abuse we were getting. Oh, you're not pushing. No. There's an E5, there's an E4 there, there's a mouse, there's a Jaegeru. I'm not pushing. Why would I push? It's just craziness.
It's all part of his master plan.
It's very crazy. So I don't know how I got a second class there. I mean, anyway. One thing I wanted to talk about was, okay, so in the store at the moment, you've got the AMX 31 Erprot and the AMX M4. That's actually not a bad offer, guys. That really isn't a bad offer. 15,000 gold for two really good tanks. In both of those tanks are really good.
I bought the 1er, so yeah.
The 1er is a good tank if you know how to play it. It's a very good tank.
Again, who is using mobile phone?
Now,
Not me.
as you can see, you also get these lucky things, these containers, which is quite nice if you haven't got the tanks. I've already bought one container, the tier 5 one. The reason being is because I've got all the premiums in tier 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, and I'm missing one in tier 10. And if you have all the tanks in those tiers, you buy the cheapest crate, and then you get bumped up a crate, and you keep getting bumped up a crate. But what it doesn't say... Who's that?
It's Tarnix.
Okay, but what it doesn't say is what are in the containers at tier 10. Now, this is the thing. I'm only missing one tank at tier 10, and that's the VK90. The bugger isn't in these containers. It's not in there.
Wait, really?
It's not.
No, it's a premium.
It's
It's a.
It's a collector. It's a collector. Yeah, and because it's a collector, it's not in there. which
No,
is
but I
which is
think
annoying.
there's other collectors in there. Like,
No, they're all premiums, which is really annoying because that's the only tank I'm missing, and I'm missing it. How did you get it? It was crates, wasn't it?
Yeah, great Christmas.
Yeah, and I refuse to buy crates like that. So
Yeah, it's either crates or you completed the whole mission.
But
But
good
that's
luck with grind.
impossible.
oh, plus I was not I was
well,
not, I was not in a good. I was not in a good place over Christmas with this game.
Eugene, do you have the Kennyotsu?
I do indeed.
Oh my god.
I do
You
indeed.
have the replay where Matthew and I bullied him in Kennyotsu.
Yeah. The only tank I've ever sold, premium tank, was the A32 because I hate it with a passion. I think it's the worst tank ever.
I liked the tank when I first started playing Fun Tank.
So that's the only tank I've ever sold. And when they offered me a lot of gold for it, I was like, "Yep, thank you." And it's in the store again. They keep trying to sell it to me, and I'm like, "Nope, I will never go back." So this is Matthew and his Jag Panther 2. But
It's about the Young Panther.
Yak Panther 2.
yeah, Ruben, where did you send it?
On Discord.
It's on Discord.
Yeah.
Oh
the
yeah,
last one.
SU. Where on where in these replays or in Aces?
I sent it to you directly.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
that's the one.
Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Yes, there it is. I've got it.
It had a nice blind shot in there as well.
Okie doke. I've got it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I've got the Kennyotsu. The only other premium I don't have is the IS6 Fearless
Yeah.
because I'm clearly not a pro gamer. So, and only a few people got that. Only a few special people
Yeah.
got it.
Like it was one. I don't really remember, but Midzi had like the story of the whole 1100 man.
Yeah, I think you got it in this. It hit the store briefly. I think I'm not sure, but I mean it's exactly the same as an IS6. It just has a different.
But it has slightly better stats. That's a fact.
Oh, does it? Ah.
Slightly, but not much. Make a difference.
No, I mean I've looked at the two before and they look different aesthetically, but that's about it. I haven't really seen.
Camo.
Yeah, but it's nothing really to write home about. It just looks slightly different. Nothing more.
The Yak Panther 2 is amazing, Matthew.
Yeah, no, that's why I like it.
I might research it.
Oh, the Yak Panther 2 is fantastic. Fantastic
It's
tank.
fun tank, but
And it's quite
still
easy
don't
to
like
get an
it.
ace in it.
Yeah, it's a fantastic tank. I mean, it's brilliant. And I tell you another tank that's really good since it's had its buff, and that is the Ferdinand. Seriously, it's a much better tank now. It's had its buff. It's had additional HP to it a while back, but a lot of people still don't play it, and it's a great little tank now.
Yeah, I don't just think like I think won't like the Yak Panther because I hated the SU 101.
Oh, this is nothing like the SU 101. This has got armor. It's got armor and it's got a gun.
Yeah.
It has superstructure blade, like
The whole is shit there.
Yeah.
It traverses like a slug.
It traversed quite well actually.
Yeah, no, I do like that Yak. I mean,
The Yak Panther 2 is okay, but the Ferdinand's really slow.
oh, the Ferdinand's slow, yeah.
No,
But,
I don't like the Ferdinand.
But the SU, but it's still quicker than the SU 101.
I ignored her.
I just bounced a PCR shot from the Tiger too.
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
so
Nice game. Just shy of 4,000. Nicely done. Right then, who
Yeah.
was next? It was.
Not that good, but still
Matthew,
nice.
don't your superiority complex. No.
So I said it's not that good, like the game.
Sarah,
All
it'll be
I
tomorrow
do
actually.
okay and it's nice.
Tomorrow will be the next live stream with Countins. And for some reason, it's not letting me send across your SU blind shot. That's annoying.
Can I send it again to you?
No, it's not you. It's me airdropping it. There we go. Airdrop doesn't like to play sometimes. So here it goes. So, So yeah, Sarah, it'll be tomorrow. We'll be doing EU live stream countings because it's Sunday. And I'll probably put a note out asking what time people want to go on because I don't know what people are doing. Because in obviously some countries people are just sat around doing nothing. And
Well, most of the country.
well, yeah, I mean, where I am at the moment, again at 8 o'clock tonight, we'll be on to curfew, so, you know. So 8 o'clock till 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're on to curfew again. It's just the way it works. But it's been interesting because, you know, a lot of people bemoan the MM, and, you know, I'm one of those. Don't get me wrong, I'm not squeaky clean. I bitch, I whinge, I moan, I rage.
That's
But-
normal.
But my win rate in everything has gone up over the last week. Quite a lot, in fact. I mean, my win 8 is shot up. So whilst it seems that the MM is bad, I'm finding at the moment, but then again I said I am playing tier 10 a lot, but I'm finding that it's a lot more balanced. You get one game where everybody's a complete and utter fool, I get. But then you get another game where, you know, everything, you know, people are not so clueless, so to speak. And it's good. It's not bad for the game. I've had a few. I don't know if any of you have experienced it. Some massive ping spikes though,
Rarely, but yeah.
and I've been kicked out of the game a few times. Just suddenly kicked out, like boom, gone.
Happens a couple of times for me in a tournament when I wanted to look at the team sheets.
Yeah, no, it's happened to me a few times where, you know, you've been playing for a while, and all of a sudden you just get kicked out. Boom, gone. I'm like, okay, thank you. And then yesterday I was in one game where a ping spiked to about 9,000 ping, and then within like, I don't know, 15 seconds, maybe 10 seconds, it went back down to normal. So I've been getting ping spikes, and I know it's not my internet. I know that was the server. So, but if I look on BlitzStars at the moment, for example, yeah, there's quite a fair few people playing. It's you know, don't get me. I mean, I look at BlitzStars all the time, and since the introduction of the missile tanks, there has been a massive dip between 6.7 and 6.8 in the amount of players. I mean, the EU average prior to the missile tanks was around 14,000 a week. Now it's averaging 8,800 a week. So a lot of players got pissed off with that, with the missiles. I mean, the Russian server went from 40,000 down to 35,000. Yeah, so they had an average. They peaked at 106,000, and now they're peaking at 57,000. So nice blind shot.
I took it all.
So there is something to say there about that. But there was something else I wanted to show you on BlitzStars, but I can't remember what it was now.
Wow. I saw game mechanic.
I can't remember what I was going to show you on BlitzStars because there was something interesting. I can't remember what it is now. Anyway, so that's it.
Not even a mastery.
No, you got a first class. That's not good, is it? That's not good. So have we got anything else? So notifications. Lots of defeats. Look, you still get lots of defeats. Oh, I got a horrible draw. I'll show you that one. It's a horrible draw. I hate draws on Canyon. Just horrible. Last one. Anything else we want to talk about, guys? Because we're going to wrap it up soon. Because this is only a chat, really. We're not playing. They've really gone again.
Oh, still here. I've just been playing a game.
But
Yeah, I'm still here. Just turning off my mic every now and then so you don't get bled with the rest of the family.
but no, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I expected more people to be playing, or more people to be. I mean, I did a couple of live streams over the last week, and not many people have turned up. To be fair, maybe because that's just me, and I'm a shit YouTuber, and not many people show up. You never know. But no, we haven't had many people around. I thought there'd be a lot more around, but alas, there isn't.
When last couple of streams or what?
Yeah, well, did a stream yesterday. We had, no more than 8 people, really.
I didn't really get informed, so I couldn't get in.
And I think that happens a lot as well at the moment. I mean, YouTube isn't notifying a lot of people a lot of times. YouTube's on like a go slow. But
No, Fugit. I don't know if it's because you changed the setting or no.
No,
it
I haven't.
doesn't
I've not
pop
changed.
up in my subscription.
Wit said that to me, and we both checked, and no, I haven't changed the settings at all. Funnily enough, not at all. The settings are no different. I haven't moved them, changed them, altered them, nothing. So I don't know why, but like I said, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not a massive draw anyway. I don't normally get lots of people watching. To be fair, I think the maximum I've ever had is about 32, 33, something like that. Which doesn't bother me. It's not a big deal. But when you're only getting like 4 or 5, then you think, well, you expect more people to be sat around doing stuff, not working, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I've not seen that, to be honest with you. I've just not seen it. So maybe people are spending more quality time with their families for a change.
Or just hiding in cupboards.
I have
Yeah,
not
or
for a
that.
second believe that.
Well, I don't either, but hey, you never know, though. You never know. But yeah, I mean, I don't get the hundreds of people watching, which suits me down to the ground. I mean, somebody was saying to me the other day on the Wargaming Discord, are you upset that you've only got just over 2,000 subs? I said, no, not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. Because it allows me to virtually answer every question, every comment. It allows me to interact more. And, I love that. I don't do it for a job. People think I do it for a living. I don't. I don't do it for that at all. I always said that the reason I did it was because I was watching YouTube a long time back, and the games that were generally being featured, back in those days it was, Skate and Bushka were dominating. And the games generally being featured were just the really good games from the really good players, the really big damage games. And I remember watching a Leo 1 tutorial or guide by Bushka. And I sat there and watching this thing and saying, I don't think the majority of the player base can play the Leo 1 like this. They just can't do it. And you're showing it.
Really hard.
You're showing a replay of I can't remember who it was now. It was either somebody from Pramo or somebody from Raid or something along those lines, who was throwing this Leo 1 around all over the place and doing things that normal average players wouldn't be able to do. And if they tried to do it, they'd just get wrecked and annihilated. So the reason I set my channel up was basically say, look, I'm going to show you how an average player plays the game. Because, we are not graced with the skills that some of these pro players have, unfortunately. And the majority of the player base, well, yeah, I mean, but the majority of the player base, oddly enough, is average. It is average. There aren't many up there at the dizzying heights, to be honest. So, and this grill, right, I appreciate the grill can have a speed boost. So here I am, I'm going to roll around the map looking for this grill now. He is there, he's in my sights. He disappears around the rock. I've still got him, so I can see him there. By those of you who are watching. Then he disappears, and then he's over the other side of the map. How did that work? I know the grill can be
quite fast.
I know it can be
On the
fast,
straight
but
line.
wow! I mean, but he's not on a straight line; it's on canyon. How did he get to the other side of the map so quickly? That's unbelievable! Unbelievable! I was like, "What the hell?" I mean, I'm only going around a rock. You were going around the rock. I'm going around the rock. And boy, did he disappear! That was quick. I mean, he must have dropped his speed boost. He must have. There he is, right over the other side of the map. I'm like, what the bloody hell? How did you get to your spawn so quickly? Unbelievable. No, but it was bloody annoying because we get a draw, and I don't like getting draws. I'd rather lose or win. I don't like drawing. It's pants. But anyway.
So you do not like draws?
No.
Like
Everybody loses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather win or lose. And I don't like draws. Draws are annoying. But anyway, that's why I did YouTube, because I was watching amazing players play tanks that are quite difficult to play. So, which suits me. Like I said, my channel suits me down to the ground. I mean, people keep saying to me, "Oh, you haven't got many subs." I don't care, because the subs I've got, all of them are fantastic, all of them. I don't get abuse from them. I don't get problems on my Discord. I don't get anything. It's great. I can do count-ins where I can have my chat open. I mean, it's great. I love it. That's what I love about it. Anyway, we drew.
Don't forget, we always get fun, not just streams and counting.
Well, that's the thing I want, though. The idea is, I've always said that, look, when it comes to live streaming, there's nothing worse than you lot watching me noob out. There's nothing worse, in my opinion. I don't particularly like watching live streams where a player is showing you how good he is. It's just not my cup of tea. Because I say, well, why am I watching you? I might as well just play the game. This isn't Big Brother. I'm watching a guy on the internet, on a computer, playing a computer game that I play. Fuck it, I just play the computer game myself.
Most of the channels show you how games they're all obviously wins and great games, but they should show you games which are losses.
Oh, I've done that.
Why they lost?
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that a few times, and yeah. But my live streams have always been it's a free for all. It's platooning and countings basically. Nobody wants to see me roll around in a tank and get wasted. People want to see me roll around in a tune, in a counting and get wasted. That's what they want to see.
We want to watch you get on a field wasted and get hunted.
Oh, that happens, and that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me in the slightest, because that's what my live streams are all about. It's everybody's meant to get involved. It's the same with this thing. This thing is not, a select few people chatting. It's open to everybody. Everybody. Yeah. And all my streams will be. Anyway, and with that, I think
for the average Joe.
Yeah, and with that, I think we've discussed everything that's up to date recently, and there'll be another one of these next week, and tomorrow will be an EU live stream. I would do an NA live stream, guys, but every time I click on, my ping is like in the 5,000s. That's why I've not played NA for a few weeks. It's been absolutely massive. Yeah, my ping has just been huge, and it's totally unplayable for me, I'm afraid. That's why I've not been on NA. But there will be an EU live stream tomorrow, and it will be countings and tunes and all the usual crazy stuff that we do. So if you're around, by all means, jump in. I'll stick something on my YouTube community tab and in Discord to find out what timings people want, so we can try and coordinate it. So anyway, with that, those of you who've been on YouTube, thank you. All there were 11 or 12 or 13 of you at one stage, so thank you all of you for joining in. Those of you in Discord, thank you. those of you on YouTube, feel free to jump into Discord whenever you want, guys. You don't just have to sit there on YouTube, by the way. You can all have a chat. Right, and with that, I'm going to go and let you good folks get to do whatever you're doing on this fine afternoon, wherever you are. Although where I am, it's about to rain a lot.
I think I'm going to finish my model kit.
Well, I'm just trying to finish one of mine as well, actually. I'll show you, because this is what happens when you get locked in. You end up making things like this. Nobody can see it. Look, yeah, there you go. Because you get locked in, so I end up making things like this. Because there's nothing else I can do. So, oh yeah. Right. So thanks everybody for joining, and those of you who supplied replays, some of those will be featuring again in their own right. So don't stress about that. And I'll talk to you all soon. So bye for now, guys. And remember, in this current climate, it is more poignant. Really, stay safe out there. Really. So stay in and do other things. Don't take any risk other than in Blitz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't YOLO outside.
Try to convert everyone to be a weeb.
Absolutely. Oh, shit, before I go. I forgot to tell you. Guys, the official CCs, and I'm not one of those, I think that's what Meadsy, Martin Dogger, Amunet, Irma Bex. They're doing a competition, basically. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I haven't got round to looking at their videos yet in full, but they are doing a competition. So by all means, go and check them out and see if you can jump onto their competition and see what you can win. Unfortunately, I don't get anything to give away. Wargaming give me jack squat, so I'm afraid.
Yeah, Measy's doing a supremacy one.
Okay. Ah, there you go. Look.
I still don't understand why does he like to play Supremacy.
I don't play Supremacy anymore, unless it's absolutely necessary. So I'm not a big fan on Supremacy, to be fair. Anyway.
Kill everyone, and then you saw a last guy, and he just runs away, and you just see defeat.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not a massive fan of Supremacy myself. Anyway, guys, go and enjoy your afternoons and everything wherever you are, and I'll talk to you all again very soon. So until then, cheers, guys. Thanks for joining.
Cheers.
Bye for now.
Cheers, Fugit. Have a good one.